In this tutorial, we're going to look at how to install WordPress on your local machine. Now, I already have WAMP installed on my local Windows machine. WAMP stands for Windows, Apache, MySQL, and PHP. Macintosh has a similar tool, and of course on Linux you have your traditional LAMP stack. WordPress uses MySQL and PHP running off of a web server such as Apache, so using WAMP or LAMP or MAMP will work well with it. You may find this process similar to installing WordPress on your regular web host, or it may be even easier on your web host because many web hosts provide a one-click install to automatically install common pieces of software like WordPress. To start this process, we're first going to download WordPress. So on the WordPress.org site, notice that I have a big blue button in the upper right hand side that says Download WordPress. I'm going to simply click this Download WordPress. It's going to take me to my latest WordPress to download, which is going to be a zip file, or if I was on a Unix machine, I would download the .tar.gz file. I'm going to download this, and I'm going to choose to open it, although I could save it if I want to. It's always recommended that you download the most recent version. That way, you have the most up-to-date and have all the security patches already applied. Now you notice it downloaded quickly, and I have my WordPress folder. And if I open it, I have numerous folders already in it. I'm going to back this out, and I'm going to extract this to my WAMP folder. So here's my WAMP folder. I'm simply going to copy the WordPress folder into my WAMP www folder. I'm going to close my zip file because I don't need it anymore. And I'm going to open up my WordPress folder under my WAMP www folder. Now here is my default files, all the ones that I'll need to install and run my WordPress. I will also need to create a WordPress database. In order to create my WordPress database, I'm going to go to my local host. And I'm going to go to PHP My Admin. I'm going to go to my Databases tab. I'm going to choose to create a database that I'll simply call WordPress. I'll click Create, and I've created my WordPress database. I'll create a user for my WordPress database. Once I've filled out my username and password, I'll click the Add User. And then I'll select the database specific privileges and apply them as well. Once that's done, I'll return to my WordPress folder. And I need to edit my config file. Now right now I don't have a config file. I have a wp-config-sample, and we'll use this as our starting point. So I'm going to edit this in a notepad. I'm going to open up this file in Notepad++, into a file, save as, making this wp-config. WordPress is going to look for that specific file. I'll have to go and make a couple small changes. Under MySQL settings, I have define the database name. Insert my password. Now, as this is a demo system, I'm just using the password of password. I would never use that, of course, inside of a production database, nor would I use a username as obvious as WordPress either. I want both of those to be much more secure. Now, the one other thing that I want to do is generate some secret keys. And this is a process called salting, which increases the strength of my keys. I can manually try to type something in here, or I could follow this link. What I'll do is I'll copy this inside my text editor. I'll take the copied URL, open it up inside my browser in a new tab, and now I have my information. I will copy these lines come back here and replace these set of define statements. Now you may notice that they may run over a new line just because of your font sizes. That's perfectly okay. There are other things that I can do, such as changing a database table prefix if I have multiple WordPresses on the same database. And I can do things like set a default language. These are things I don't need to do at this time. I'm going to simply save this. In my URL, I'll type in my WordPress address. In this case, localhost/WordPress. Now that I have connection to my database, it's going to ask me to do the 5-minute install. I'll need to do some basic initial setup, such as my site title. A username. My username can include characters, spaces, underscores, hyphens, periods, and the @ symbol. I'll need a password. You'll notice that as you type in a password, it will tell you if you're strong or weak. Incorporating letters, both uppercase and lowercase, numbers, and special symbols will help make your password stronger. You'll notice that even a difficult password or passphrase may appear to be weak. This is because WordPress is going to encourage you to have a good, strong password for you to use. You'll also want to include your email address. That way it can automatically send information to you to keep you up to date and give you a way to restore your account in case you forget your password. Once you're done, you'll see this success message come up with your username and the password you've chosen. That's all you have to do your initial install, and then you're going to click Login, and it will log you in. You can click Remember Me if you want to, which will keep you logged in for a longer period of time, but you will still need to log in periodically. If you found this video tutorial helpful, please like and share it with others. If you want to keep up with other videos that are coming out, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and like us on Facebook. That way, you can get the most up-to-date information.